Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And now my friends will go on read the glorious Hagwat Gita, song of God's supreme gospel of perfection. ओम जग में सुंदर है जो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण के आराम। बोलो राम राम राम, राम राम श्याम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। जग में सुंदर है जो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण के आराम। बोलो राम राम राम, श्याम श्याम। So now my friends will read from the glorious Hagwat Gita, song of God's supreme gospel of perfection, chapter 3, chapter chapter 4. Now we read the last verse of chapter 3, my friend. Evang buddhya parang buddhya sang sabhatyamanam atmana jahi shatrum mahabahu kamarupam udasaram. The conclusion of the last chapter, chapter 3, that, O Arjun, using your higher faculty of reasoning, your buddhi, you must conquer this eternal enemy of man, which is selfish desire, me, mine, and discover the Lord of glory which is in your heart through unconditional love, by making God the center of your life, by becoming a devotee, by doing action for Him every day and getting rid of your sins one by one, and to make friendship, bridges of friendship like Hanuman, and have no enemy at all. Jahi shatrum mahabahu kamarupam durasadam. We must conquer this enemy of man, of me, mine, selfish love and hate and anger and greed. O mighty arm, you see, he's called Mahabahu. He's a great warrior, no one can stand up. You have to be the best. If you are Kshatriya, you must have to be the best. If you are Businessman, you have to be the best. If you're a worker, sweeper, cleaner, artisan, cabinet worker, maker, furniture, you have to do whatever you do must be the best, so that you go in your living quickly, you supply your material needs, and you have time to find this Lord of glory who is above all this material creation, and it is fooling you that this will make me happy, this will make me, and you get old and blind and Parkinson's and heart disease and stroke, cancer, and you haven't found happiness here. So this is the conclusion of the last chapter, my friend, and now we go to chapter 4. So Lord is talking about how this beautiful Hagwat Gita, this transcendental spiritual knowledge, how it came into human society. Imang vivasvate yogam imang vivasvate yogam propravanaham avyayam vivasvana manave pram manurvikshakavaye Naranaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Naranaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Shri Krishna Arjun Sambhad Shri Krishna Arjun Namaste Narayana Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So the Lord is saying, this yoga that I am talking about, Arjun, this eternal philosophy of transcendence and unconditional love, I myself taught it, this eternal science of yoga. This whole thing is called yoga, one word. To the archangel of the sun, Vivasvan. So God himself taught it to the archangel of the sun, who is the very life of this planetary system. And he himself instructed it to the great lawgiver Manu. We have Manu Smriti, a whole book of the laws of the universe and how to make yourself pure is called Manu Smriti. So the Lord gave that knowledge to Vivasvan, the archangel of the sun, and Vivasvan gave it to Manu, the great lawgiver, like a Moses. Number 2. Evam param praptam imam rajarsayo vidha sa kalini hamahata yogo nashta pratam parantava after every verse, we bow down to God Supreme, Lord Krishna. So the Lord is saying to Arjun here that this science of yoga, this science of elevating yourself from animal consciousness to divine consciousness, this very ancient science was handed down disciple to disciple, parampara. That is what means that God give me this knowledge through the Gita, and now I am sharing this knowledge to you on the world. Disciple to disciple, to the great royal seers, princes who became yogis, with its original meaning. It is like pure water that you give and you hand down this water down. Or this pure book and you hand down the book down to the other generation. With its original meaning. But, O best of warriors, in course of time, the original doctrine becomes polluted. It becomes polluted because of selfish love, me, mine, and the love of kings, and the love of priests, and the love of headmen, and the love of captains, and the love of kshatriyas. The selfish love take over and is distorted doctrine. So unconditional, unselfish love becomes me, mine love. I am a kshatriya, I am a brahman, I am a big businessman, I am a big head of a union. So they distort the laws, and the original mean they dirty the water. But to best of the barriers, in course of time, the original doctrine becomes polluted. So today in Trinidad and Tobago and in the world, the original doctrine of selfish love must be transformed into unconditional love. But they said, no, we can't be like that. Only blood going to make us clean. They mess up the whole doctrine. You yourself have to find God. Priest and guru can help you to find the grass, but they can't make you eat grass. You have to eat the grass yourself, my friend, to become enlightened. So in this way, they distort the doctrine for selfish purpose. You just do this for me, just follow me, and I will take you to heaven. They can't take themselves to heaven, but they will take you to heaven with them. So the Lord is telling you how the pollution through selfish love comes into religion. Number 3. Saivayang mayati adya yogaha prokta puratanam bhakto asise me sakha chiti rahasyam hutad uttamam. Uttamam means the highest doctrine, the best. Number 3. Because of origin you are my devotee and my friend. I am going to teach you. Bhakto asi me sakha chiti. You are my devotee and my friend. You have surrendered yourself and asking me to tell me what is the best for me, O Lord. Because, O Arjun, you are my devotee and my friend, I reveal to you this day this ancient wisdom. That is what the yoga is. For you can now understand the mystery of this best and greatest of all sciences. See, right now they have science. They're going to the moon. They have science spinning, going satellite around the earth. With the science of finding God, an unconditional, unselfish love and compassion is absent in this society. They just want, even if they believe in God, they're doing things, give me more God, give me more, give me more. So like this is animal life. Because, O Arjun, you are my devotee and my friend, I reveal to you this day this ancient wisdom, so you have to become a devotee and a friend of God. How you can become a friend of God, my friend? By loving and giving and sharing and caring and getting rid of your hate and your anger and your greed and your lust. For you can now understand the mystery of this best and greatest only when you have got rid of your sins Then you can understand the transcendental knowledge will enter your heart. Bolo Vrindavan Vihari Lal Ki Jai. And then Arjuna is saying, speaking, Bahuni me vyavatitani janmani tavucharjun tanyaham veda sarvani natang vedata parantava. And before that he's saying, Aparang bhavatu janma parang janma vivasvataha kathayam metada dvijaniyam Swamyada proktavaniti. He's saying, my Lord, you say you give this ancient wisdom to the archangel of heaven. Can you explain that to me? You are only 20 years old and you tell me you gave it to the... How is that possible? O Arjuna, both you and I have taken many births. You do not remember them, I know it all. So Lord is saying that I was with Vivasvan, and Vivasvan gave it to Manu, and Manu to Ishvaku, and Ishvaku to all the other saints and royals. Yes, through disciplic succession, disciple to disciple. In the end, later time, this doctrine became polluted by selfish teachers. But I have had many lives, and you have had many lives, O Arjuna. I remember all of them. I am God Supreme. I remember everything. But you cannot remember that you had many lives with me. When I came down to teach many times, you came with me. So there is the doctrine of reincarnation, even with God Supreme. In many, many births did I, you appear. You yourself remember not these previous incarnations. But O Arjuna, conqueror of the enemy, I remember them all, both yours and mine. So we'll stop there, my friend, and do some meditation. But here I want, since we have a little time, to tell you why God comes on earth. You see, he's saying you and I had had many births. So why does he come? As you see, the doctrine becomes polluted. And then you have wicked and lusty and people with hate and anger, and they come and cause destruction of the society and oppression of the society and loss of freedom. And one group say, I am the boss, and the other one is my servant. So you had slavery came. And today they still have slaves. Women are made slaves in prostitution rings. People are kidnapped and made into go and work in sweat houses. They can't open their mouth, they get killed. So these things are happening even today. So the Lord himself from time to time comes to take birth. Paritranaya sadhunang vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. For the protection of the good, for the destruction of evildoers, and for the re-establishment of the principles of religion, I am born from age to age. So this Lord, 5,040 years ago, he was born in Mathura. You can go and see that city right now in the middle of India, near Delhi, the capital. And you will see they make a creche there where this child was born in a cow shed. You can go and visit there and worship the Lord, and he was born, a holy place. Why was he born then? Because a great, strong and evil demon had taken over the throne of Mathura. The king had his wife, but a demon kidnapped his wife. And so this child was born, but the king accepted back his wife and accepted the son, who was the son of a demon. And when he grew up at age 7, he became the strongest man. And the greatest king there, Jarasan, the great wrestler, challenged him. And he went, my friends, and he challenged Jarasan and beat Jarasan. And then he told his father, after a few years, his father found that when he came in, his hands were bloody. So